Hi everybody. I wanted to do a quick video on how to do automated exports from Unity from the command line. This is something that I looked into for a long time, and I finally figured out a way that works. I'm not an expert. I just want to get the word out there so you can research and find the solution on your own that works for your particular situation. So I was working on a game dev game, and when I finished it, I want to set up automated exports so I could just kind of handle all that straightforward. So you have to have a script in the editor folder. You can't have a script in any other kind of folder. So the editor folder is unique because it can be accessible outside of Unity. So click on that. I have a builder script here, which basically handles everything inside of Unity. You have a build path where you want the files to be deposited. I have an executable name just so I can keep it pretty simple. And then the script itself, I have a way to build the list of scenes that are accessible in this, and then we push that into an array, and then we basically have three methods here that build for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Obviously, if you don't want to do one of those, you can just ignore it. I would imagine that you could also add like build Android or build PS4 or whatever here. But excuse me, but I just do these three because these three are the ones that I care about. I will have this code somewhere if you want to copy paste it, but it is completely flexible. You should be able to just do whatever you want with it. And then outside of Unity, I should also mention that if you want to do an automated export, you have to have Unity closed. And outside of Unity, we have essentially just one command. So the thing that you need to realize here is that you need to reference the whatever build you're currently using on the game. So I'm currently using 2019 for 9F1. So it's basically just referencing the executable. Then it's -quit, -batch mode, -project path, and I am just the batch file is located in a folder right outside the actual thing. So I have Pandemonium, which is this is the based Unity folder. I have a _builds folder inside of that, which may or may not be the best way to go. I've also done this where it just exports to my desktop, so I can hard code like C drive /users Ben Burns desktop, whatever. Execute method, this is where we are referencing the class and the method name inside of that editor folder. And then I just drop everything into a log file, unity output.log. You'll notice here that I have a batch file. I actually kind of pimped it out a little bit. It's not anything terribly special, but again, I'll have a basic version of this on here. Essentially what this does is this allows me to kind of automate some of this stuff. Like this is the Unity path, this is the zip path. I'm able to input a version number, whether or not I want to build it, create a zip file, push to itch. I also have an option on other games to push to Steam. So essentially what this allows me to do is if I run this, I can be like, hey, let's build version 1.1. Sure, I want to build from Unity. Yes, I want to create local zip files, but since I don't want to push this to itch because I don't have anything new. So I can do that, and it'll delete all the folders that were there, and it will just rebuild the whole game. Again, I have Unity closed right now. I can't have Unity open when I'm doing this. But that's pretty much it. That allows me to essentially automate the entire process of building and pushing to my providers without having to do anything, and it's pretty amazing. Actually, I take that back. On Steam, you do have to go into Steamworks, and you do have to set the branch to live. I didn't do that automatically because I do want to kind of double check and make sure everything works before I push it to production. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you have this and you want to test it before pushing, you basically just do one where it's yes and yes to, or just yes to build from Unity, and then you can test it, and then you can just do another one where it's like, no, don't do a Unity build, but just push to itch and Steam, and it'll just take whatever exists and it'll push it out there. So like the other one, I'll put this code somewhere, but again, this is all very personalized. I essentially just took this original script and I built a batch file around it, and I'm sure there's a lot of easier ways to do that these days, but I'm kind of old school with this stuff, and batch file was the easiest for me. So that's pretty much it. I'll have the paste bins in the video description for these guys, and hopefully this helps you out. I hope that you have a great day and happy building, I guess. Yeah, looks like these are done now. So I should be able to go into any of these and be like, hey, let's try it out. And yay, it works. So, yeah, that's it. Anyway, take care.